happy! Today, we're diving into the world of painting and meeting the 12 most awesome painters of all time. We'll discover the artists who made history with their masterpieces. Get ready to be inspired and unleash your inner Picasso. Are you ready? Let's start! The first one is Leonardo da Vinci. He was Italian. He was a very smart and creative person who liked to paint and invent things. His masterpiece was the Mona Lisa. The second one is Vincent van Gogh, also known as Van Gogh. He was born in the Netherlands, and he was a very special artist who loved to paint with bright colors. His most famous painting is called the Starry Night. In this magical painting, he created a beautiful night sky filled with swirling stars, a big glowing moon, and a sleepy little village. It looks like a dream or a fairy tale scene. Do you know her name? Her name is Frida Kahlo. She was a Mexican painter, an artist who loved to paint pictures of herself and tell stories through her paintings. Her most famous one is called The Two Fridas, an iconic painting reflecting her emotional and physical pain. The next one is Diego Velázquez. He was a Spanish talented painter who liked to paint people and their portrait. His most famous work is called Las Meninas. The next painter comes from France. His name is Claude Monet. He was a famous painter who loved to paint nature and landscapes. One of his most famous artwork is called The Water Lily Pond, a colorful painting of a beautiful pond with flowers and a bridge. Next one is Pablo Picasso, a Spanish creative artist who loved to make paintings that looked different and special. He used things like sand, plaster, newspaper, and wallpaper to achieve different textures. His most famous artwork is called Guernica, a powerful anti-war painting. The next artist is Michelangelo. He was a very famous Italian sculptor and painter who made beautiful statues and painted the ceiling of a very important chapel, the Sistine Chapel. He's also known for making the statue of David. Salvador Dali was a Spanish creative artist who loved to paint strange and dreamlike things. He was known for his unique and surreal artworks that took people into fantastical worlds. His most famous masterpiece is called The Persistence of Memory. He created a surreal landscape with melting clouds draped over branches and strange creatures. It looks like a dream or a fantasy world where things are not as they seem. Gustav Klimt was from Austria. He liked to use lots of bright colors and decorative patterns in his paintings. One of his most famous artwork is called The Kiss. Artist number 10 is Francisco de Goya. He was from Spain. He painted many different things, including portraits, animals, and even magical creatures. His most famous painting is called The 3rd of May, 1808, a powerful painting of the war. Domenikos Theotokopoulos was a Greek-born Spanish painter called El Greco. He liked to paint in a special way with long and tall figures. His most relevant artwork is The Burial of the Count of Orgaz, a large-scale painting showing his unique style. And the last artist for today is Rembrandt, a Dutch talented artist who loved to paint people and tell stories through his artworks. He was famous for his ability to capture emotions and create realistic portraits that seemed to come alive. His most famous masterpiece is The Night Watch, an extraordinary painting that shows a group of people, including soldiers and their captain, standing together. It looks like a scene from a very important moment in history. I hope you have learned a lot about the most relevant painters in history. Thanks for watching!